Good afternoon, my brothers and sisters. Welcome to another Wednesday Wisdom Poetry. I am Sheraldon Brave, and it's so good to be with you. I hope that your week so far has been grand and that it will continue to get even better for you. I have a kind of a new format, or should I say, different format today for you, and I call it the 40 liner. So instead of having 2 to 3 longer poems, and in a four liner, what I've done, I've actually wrote 10 four-liners for your enjoyment. So I hope that you enjoy this as much as I enjoyed putting it together. I want to start off by saying a few hellos. Kit, thank you, cuz I see you right there. Good to see you. Aunt Margaret, I do see you as well. So thank you for being with me here and on time. I appreciate you. More so that I'm on time, not so much that you are. I appreciate it. Hey, cousin Moniz, love you much. Glad to see you. And my brother, Lamont, Monster. Got you, bro. I love you. All right. So listen, I'm going to go ahead and get started. And like I usually do with the four liners, I am going to read them twice because they're written in different rhythms and different cadence, and I want to make sure that I actually come across the way I actually wrote them. So that's my way of saying I'm not overly familiar with them, only because I've only been writing, these have been written from last night basically up until this morning. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. The first piece is called Dream Holder. Hold fast to your dreams until they manifest. Just keep on working, Spirit will do the rest. Again, hold fast to your dreams until they manifest. Just keep on working, Spirit will do the rest. Dream Holder. This particular piece, Desert Rain, is the next piece. I'm judging you because I'm in pain. I'm stuck in the desert while you're getting rain. Again, I'm judging you because I'm in pain. I'm stuck in the desert while you're getting rain. And I'm going to do something I normally don't do. I'm going to explain a couple of these as I go. This popped into my head last night while I was at work because I should have been actually, thinking about something concerning me, but someone else popped in my head. And I realized, I said, that's what the ego will do. Instead of addressing my own issue, someone else's issue popped in my head. And I'm like, nah, we're not going to go out like that. Let me address the issues I need to address for Sheraldon. But the mind will do that. The mind will take you to somebody else's speck in their eyes while you're struggling or don't even notice the plank in yours. So that's what this particular piece was about. Desert Rain. Then there's this piece, Daughter Divine. Created in the image of the mighty living water, embrace your shared divinity as the Creator's loving daughter. Created in the image of the mighty living water, embrace your shared divinity as the Creator's loving daughter. Daughter Divine. The next piece is entitled Brother Johnson, and I'll explain that on the end of the piece. Brother Johnson. Mr. Brave, why are you here? What is it that you fear? I ask you because I care. Spread your wings if you dare. Mr. Brave, why are you here? What is it that you fear? I ask you because I care. Spread your wings if you dare. The story behind this particular piece, when I worked in Washington, D.C. as an educator, as a, I'm gonna get the title right, I'll come back to that. Mr. Johnson was one of our counselors. And he just happened to see some of my work. I would bring my work in February, my little hustle on the side to sell my pieces like Soulmate. And so once he saw my pieces, he's like, why are you here again? So the question came up at least twice, maybe 3 times. And it kind of got in my spirit and in my soul as to why was I not really moving creatively, artistically. And so he had a way of asking the question that actually stirred my soul and actually put me on the road in a sense to make the move back to Atlanta, Georgia, to focus on my writing and focus on my art and my gifts and my talents. So that the piece was actually written basically in the style that he asked the question. He would go, "Mr. Brave, why are you here?" And then he would this big old laugh would come, from his core, and he wasn't being mean about it at all, but it was what I needed to get to that next level. So, Brother Johnson, I appreciate you. Give me just a second here. Another word, for lack of remembering what that title was, a paraprofessional, basically, at that point when I was at that particular school. Then there's the internal battle, the next piece. There's a battle going on, and not on the high sea. It's my ego fighting my consciousness, trying to take over me. Again, there's a battle going on, and not on the high sea. It's my ego fighting my consciousness, trying to take over me. The internal battle. Wow, this is actually kind of liberating doing it this way. The four-liners, I'm actually enjoying this. So when I came in this morning, I got off work about 4 o'clock, got in about 4:30 this morning. I started writing, and I think I had about 6 of them then, and just couldn't come up with any more. So I decided to go ahead to bed, and I woke up about 9 o'clock this morning, and a few more came to me. And so actually there's 10 total. So bear with me as we get through the rest of these. The next piece is entitled My Turn. Here's my opportunity. Here's my chance to not just watch others, but to get up and dance. Again, here's my opportunity. Here's my chance to not just watch others, but to get up and dance. The next piece is entitled Renew. Carry on from where you started. There's love again for the brokenhearted. Again, carry on from where you started. There's love again for the brokenhearted. Now I want to talk about that one for just a second, if I might. I do a lot of pieces about love. And a lot of times I don't explain whether I'm talking about love, all capitalized, underscored, and all of that, which in my mind, I'm talking about Spirit Divine, Holy Spirit, God, however you want to reflect, call, or enunciate. But every once in a while, I will write from an intimacy standpoint of love. And it's always amazing to me that so many have given up on love as an intimate bond. And I just refuse to do that. And the reason I refuse to do that is because when I look at love, all capitalized, underscore, God, Divine, Holy Spirit, that love feeds me what I need to feel the intimacy of love here on earth. So I will not give up on one because I won't give up on the other. So that's just my thought, how I basically look at life. And I hope that that means something to someone who might need to hear it. So sometimes when you see that I've written about love, look to see if it's all capitalized. I'm probably referring to it from the standpoint of Spirit Divine, Holy Spirit, Divine. Every once in a while, I may capitalize it just for emphasis, but that doesn't usually happen. Just to give you some idea how to kind of translate my work. All right. So that was Renew. The next piece is entitled, Let's Get Personal. You got to make it personal. You got to make it real. You got to make God greater than what you think you feel. Again, you got to make it personal. You got to make it real. You got to make God greater than what you think you feel. Let's get personal. The next piece is entitled Alpha and Omega. God is your beginning, as God is my end. This is how we're connected, and I call you my friend. Again, God is your beginning, as God is my end. This is how we're connected, and I call you my friend. The last piece is entitled Soul Lover. Don't you worry about what is written on a scroll. Be happy that God is your creator and the lover of your soul. Again, don't you worry about what is written on a scroll. Be happy that God is your creator and the lover of your soul. So those are the 10 pieces, coming up to 40 lines. Dream Holder, Desert Rain, Daughter Divine, Brother Johnson, The Internal Battle, My Turn, Renew, Let's Get Personal, Alpha and Omega, and Soul Lover. I do hope that you all enjoy this different concept. I enjoyed putting it together for us. And before I go, I would like to bring just something to your remembrance, to your attention. If you have NPR in your location, your municipality, your state, or whatever, tune in and please keep following what's going on with the United States Postal Service and number 45. And my opinion, what's going on with the United States Postal Service is totally political, having to do with this upcoming election in November. That most of us are going to do mail-in ballots. So keep your ears and eyes open, keep your mind sharp, and understand what is going on. Stay woke. What I heard today on NPR was extremely disturbing. It's one thing to have the different states with all of their different, shall I say, laws and policies regarding how we may be voting because of COVID-19 by mail. But then to have 45 to say that he would veto any bill that comes through Congress, basically funding what the post office will need in order to successfully get the ballots out and return and everything that would be needed to make this election successful. Not successful for any one party, but successful for those of us who vote as Americans, period. So please stay woke. Reach out to your representatives. Let them know that you're watching and what needs to be. Because, one of the things I found very interesting about 45 saying that he would veto any measure that comes before him funding the post office for what they want. The veto is not the last answer. And for my civic minded people, I'm sure you'll correct me, but even after that, there's it kind of escapes me, but his veto can also be overridden. So it's not just, it doesn't need to be stopped there. Now mind you, I think is it what, 2/3 of the states or something. Right now it slips in my mind how to override his veto, but I will do my research on that. But his veto is not the last, it's not the final answer. That I do know. All right, so our representatives don't need to take that as a threat and lay on their backs and pretend that he has the final answer. But that's also going to take you and me reaching out to our representatives to allow them the opportunity to understand that they are here to support the will of the people as well, not the will of 45 sitting there with his own political gains or intentions to not fund the people who we count on every day to deliver our mail. That's all I'm going to say to that. I always got my, and I don't even call it a soapbox. These are things that will get us all to the next level if we're mindful. All right? So that's all that I actually have for you all today. I see my niece, Taja. I'm glad to see you, boy, loving you. Michael, thank you for being with me. Listen, it's been great. So as I always say, you can also find this on Instagram. I will be uploading it also to YouTube for those of you who have friends and loved ones who are not on Facebook. You'll be able to either text it to them or to email it to them. Again, I'll close out with saying I am Sheraldon Brave. It's been a pleasure to be with you. I love you. There's nothing that you could do with it or about it. The universe will not support you in that. So until next week, I will see you then. Enjoy the rest of your week. Have a blessed day. Thank you, Kit, because I saw your blessed and it just brought mine right on out. So we'll see each other real soon. Take care now. Bye-bye.